Y'all, I have to start this video out with a testimonial. I really do. It is just on my heart because when I tell y'all that today a bad day was trying to have me, but I did not have it. Let me know if you've been in that place. Like it's coming for you, but no, block. We are not doing it. Y'all, a bad day was trying to have me, but I did not have a bad day. I'm actually having a wonderful day, and I hope you are too. Hey, good people, welcome back to Frizz and Fragrance. My name is Cara, and whether you are new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for one that I am really excited about, and it has taken me some trials and some tribulations to get this video done. I'll tell you all about it in a minute, but today I'm going to be talking about summertime fragrances with my girl Aleisha from Aleisha Budget Beauty. If that sounds good to you, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think. Come on down the fragrance rabbit hole and definitely consider joining this community because we smell good over here. All right, let's get into this. So how are you? Listen, I'm feeling accomplished. I'm feeling proud because when I tell you things were coming for me today and I was like, bam, like, no, not happening today. Block, rolling off my back. That's where I'm at. And you'll hear me talk a little bit about this morning's me. It's going to talk about how I filmed this video last night. Didn't feel great about it because I was a little scatterbrained. Things just didn't go the way I needed it to go. Woke up, was prepared this morning to go ahead and get this show on the road. I couldn't find part of my footage. I'm like, oh my gosh, couldn't find my memory card. Things were trying to be put in place so things would not happen for me. And no, I did not succumb. So let me know how you're doing in the comment section or the chat, whichever you prefer. And let me tell you about Aleisha. Let me move over first of all. I'm sweating, y'all. Oh my gosh. So for those who don't know, I have a beauty channel called Beauty and the Frizz. And in 2023, I came across Aleisha's channel. Her channel is Aleisha Budget Beauty. She does a lot with indie makeup, but she also does some fragrance content. And I didn't know that she was such a fragrance fanatic the way that I have become. And she also does some style things, especially over on Instagram. Y'all see the pictures, but wait a minute. Like when I tell you the style, I need your help. Aleisha, I really need your help. Look. Okay. Like, she's a mom too, and I really do enjoy her content. I'm so glad, Aleisha, that I came across your page, and I'm even happier to find out that you're a fragrance lover, and I'm even happier that you reached out to me for this collab. I've been so excited to do this, and I cannot wait to see what summer scents that you chose. I also would like to share that recently, Aleisha lost her Instagram page, which I know as far as building Instagram followings, it is really hard to build. Like, I know that personally. I know from my friend Jamie, Makeup on Your Radar. She's lost her page about 4 times. Starting over is really hard. So please follow Aleisha on Instagram. I'm putting her handle down here at the bottom, and her channel and today's video, our collab, is going to be in the description box as well. She's awesome, so check her out after you watch this video. In this video, we're going to be just talking about summer fragrances that we love. You know, it's that time of year. We're getting into that vibe. I plan to be outside, and I plan on smelling good while I'm outside. You know, I never thought about like vacation scents or scents that I would wear if I'm at the pool, but you know what? I have so much fragrance now. I'm wearing it everywhere. Like, I want to smell good all the time. So I'm going to go over, I would say, about 18 fragrances today. I think it's about 18. Let me know some scents that you love for summertime that you are looking forward to wearing, especially if you are a seasonal fragrance wearer. I know we may have those scents that we might wear all year round, but then we have those that we particularly pull out for the summer. There's some that I'm thinking about. Well, obviously, they're going to be the ones I'm thinking about in this video. Let's get to an earlier me. You're going to hear me talk about how I didn't like my footage and all that, and then we'll get into the perfumes. So, hey y'all, it's a different day and a new me here, and being a content creator, most times if I don't feel good about my videos, I will redo them. I'm having a little life moment, I guess. Last night when I sat down to film everything, I felt like I had done everything to set the evening up to be successful with my filming. And I don't think my energy was off or anything, but I felt really rushed, and I felt a little all over the place. My count was off with the fragrances, and I don't know. I felt some frustration by the end of it because I couldn't get all of it filmed in a timely period, but I had set everything up to like have this chunk at the end of the night, and like that's a whole nother video, y'all. I'm rambling. I have 18 fragrances. Let's get into this because I'm excited. It's not even 6 o'clock. It's almost 6 a.m. Just about 6 a.m. actually, and I need to get in the vibe here for the day. And talking about fragrances is really going to do that for me. I want to get started with Tweety from the house of Seage. I did purchase this when I could grab it for 40% off, which is still pricey, but I have some good news for you about this fragrance. Let me just show you the packaging. This is obviously a piece of art in addition to a beautiful summer scent. Okay, so in this fragrance, we've got bergamot, we've got apple, we've got lemon, and then in the mid, which I really enjoy about this, is there's some peach and some florals in here. And I would put this in the same family as Tom Ford Bitter Peach. I think I like Bitter Peach a little bit more, but Tweety definitely goes in this fragrance family. In the base, we do have some musk and some woody notes. And one of the things I'm starting to realize with my fragrances is I really do like the juicy, summery scents. However, I do like some woods. It doesn't have to be musk, but I do like those woody notes in there, and Tweety has that. I don't get that woody vibe at the end from Bitter Peach, but I love both of them and they will go great together. So if you like Bitter Peach, I think you would really enjoy Tweety. Now, what I wanted to share about the Tweety fragrance is that if you couldn't get your nose on a sample, because those are tough to get, if you like dupe houses, I was on the Dua website, and I know Aleisha has a big collection from Dua, so I'm feeling a future collab with us doing something about our Dua fragrances, but they have a section for unreleased fragrances, and there is one called Yellow Bird, and that is inspired by Tweety from House of Seage. So if you're interested in trying Tweety, I will post when Yellow Bird is available. It's not available yet. I checked last night. They're inspired scents. A lot of them hit. Like, they are really good to the point where I can't tell the difference. So if you're interested, let me know. But my first perfume is Tweety by House of Seage. I love this for the summer. I think you can wear this in the spring, and you can wear anything whenever you want. But when I think about this fragrance, I get a spring and summery vibe. All right, number 2 is going to be by 4160 Tuesdays. And this is called What I Did on My Holidays. You can see the dent in this one. This is really unique, and I don't see everyone liking it. First of all, if you're not into those sunscreeny scents, you can forget about this one. But if you are, I think this is a really unique sunscreen scent because you do have that pool vibe, the coconut. But what's interesting about this one is that there is some mint in here. And I think that sets it apart from the other sunscreen scents that I've smelled. And when I think about the sunscreeny scents, they usually have coconut in them, and that's what this has. So if you don't like coconut, this is going to be a no for you. The mint sets this apart. The lavender sets this apart. Now there's also some cotton candy in here, and I want to say a vanilla, but I really don't get that. There's also some lavender. So this is, I don't want to say an earthy sunscreen, but I think the mint and lavender really make this go in a different direction that I'm not sure everyone would like. But if you're looking for a unique summer coconut scent that really smells like summer, there's watery notes in here, this is the one to try. And I get my samples from 4160 Tuesdays. I get them from Olfactive, and I wait until they have a 40% off sale because that's when you want to try it. This is a very niche and unique fragrance house, and they have so many different fragrances. They are just really different. You can see the dent. When I smell this, it reminds me of a pool day, just hanging out and chilling by the pool. It's sunny. You got your sunscreen on. Or if you're at the beach. Now, it doesn't smell like chlorine, but it just gives that watery, beachy, chlorine, sunscreen, summer vibe. And I think this one's really neat. So I wanted to include that for number 2. Number 3 is an inspired fragrance, and this is from Dapper Fragrances. This is their take on Kilian's Princess. Princess has to be one of my favorite scents of all time. Princess is one of those fragrances that I can wear all year round. And I love it because you've got green tea, you've got marshmallow, and I want to say ginger is the other major note. I do have a bottle of Princess that I finished, but you know, my coins were telling me, girl, you cannot repurchase that right now. I've had so much success with these dupe houses, and right now, listen, I can't just replenish everything. So I took my chance on Dapper, and I love it. I cannot tell the difference. The main difference for me is that it's longer lasting than the Kilian, and that makes me really happy. The other main difference is obviously the price, but you get that same just marshmallowy green tea opening, and I feel like it lingers around a lot longer on the skin. Whereas the dry down of Kilian for me is almost a skin scent on me. So to have this be stronger and longer lasting makes me really excited. So I don't really have the need to repurchase Kilian at this time. I mean, unless I just wanted to say I have the Kilian version. I mean, who cares? They smell the same, and for me, this one's performing a lot better. So I wanted to share that one in this video. Let's move on to fragrance number 4, which is another just favorite in my collection, and it is going to be Burberry Goddess. I wanted to include this because this is a fresh take on a vanilla fragrance. I think a lot of vanilla scents for me lend themselves to the colder months. Vanilla is my second favorite note. It's something I'm going to wear all year round, but depending on what notes are put with the vanilla, it makes me feel like it's more for the colder months. But this one doesn't. There's like 3 different vanillas in here. There's like vanilla caviar, there's vanilla absolute, and there's another vanilla, but there's also lavender in here. And the lavender is what really presents this fragrance as a fresh take on vanilla. I think if you don't like lavender, you're not gonna love this. But I think this is such a unique vanilla. Just in my whole collection, it's a really unique perfume. And this is like a signature go-to for me if I don't know what I'm gonna wear. Princess is one, Goddess is one. I can see myself wearing this during the day. I can see myself wearing this if I'm going out on a summer night. And it's a way to incorporate that vanilla, but it doesn't smell like you wanna be like cozy up by somebody's fireplace. So Burberry Goddess, definitely on the list. You can see the dent. I have this in a travel size. I went through a travel size and then purchased this set that had a travel, and then this 30 or whatever ml this is from Sephora, and I'm going right on through it. Such a beautiful scent. If you have not smelled Burberry Goddess, I think you would really like this. I do know that Dapper Fragrances has an inspired fragrance for Burberry Goddess as well as Dua. Dapper though has a body butter, and that is on my list to purchase because I love this scent, and I think so many great things can be layered with it. So that is number 4. We're on number 4, rolling right along. Number 5 is another inspired scent, and this is by Dossier, and this is Ambery Cherry. This is their take on Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, which is one of my favorite scents. Cherry is my favorite note, but that Tom Ford Lost Cherry was not it for me because the lasting power was trash. And I was like, I will never repurchase that. $250 or $350 for 50 mLs, I think is out of control. But Ambery Cherry is the Dossier version, and they did a really good job. In addition to that, it's strong. It lasts a long time. We have cherry, almond, and cinnamon. We have rose, there's jasmine and plum, and then you have the Peru Balsam, which to me has a vanilla scent, and then you do have vanilla and tonka bean. Now, this one I think can go either way, especially if you layer it with something like an Angel Share by Kilian. But I think you can also wear this in the summer if you like cherry. I wanted to include a body spray, but I think I'm going to do a whole separate video on body sprays because this is the first thing I thought of. I was like, Sweetheart Cherry is so good. And there's something in here that's like pistachio. Look at me sneaking something in. There's a pistachio vibe in here that reminds me a little bit of the Sol de Janeiro Cherryosa 62 that this doesn't have, but I'm gonna save my body sprays. This is the closest thing that I have to Sweetheart Cherry, and I love this. I can't believe I don't have more of a dent in here, but I think it's because I really had Lost Cherry and I finished that. So I'm still going through this one, and I really like it a lot. And again, it's affordable. So that's number 5. I probably should stay away from like keeping a count because I was not doing great with that. All right, next we're gonna go with Phlur Soft Spot, and I'm gonna sneak in an honorable mention with the Forever Mood You Remind Me. Both of these, they smell almost identical. This one has an edge up because it lasts longer, you know. I wish the Forever Mood fragrances lasted longer, but they just don't. They don't. They're great smells. They're great fragrances. I love all 4, but the longevity is just not there. But Soft Spot has this same vibe. You've got some mandarin in the top, and then you almost have this almost like a skin musk in it. I want to see if there's any vanilla in here because I can't remember. Got vanilla orchid though, not like that gourmand vanilla. And then there's some water lily, and in the base you have sandalwood, musk, and amber. This one, it says the base is sensual musks. They're very, very similar. Like, you don't need them both, but Phlur has been killing it. And this one has the longevity that this one does not have. So I wanted to mention this one because if you wanted to know what Soft Spot smells like and you remind me, this is exactly what it smells like. I would like to purchase this in a full bottle. I'm like using it sparingly because August likes to use it, my son August. This one will go great with Burberry Goddess. It almost smells like a similar vanilla in there. And in the opening, you do get some mandarin, and it's just really nice. It's soft, but you can still smell it. I think people in your bubble will be able to smell it. I don't think this one's going to fill up the room, but I do have a dedicated review on Soft Spot if you're interested. Absolutely love this one. Staying with Phlur, I wanted to include Strawberry Letter, and there were other ones from Phlur that I could have talked about. Could have talked about Mood Ring. Mood Ring isn't my favorite. It's more like a grape gummy bear, and it has a dry down of some woods. I like it, but I don't like it more than Strawberry Letter or Soft Spot. I think Soft Spot takes the cake for me. Strawberry Letter is really unique because it's a grown and sexy vanilla. It's not totally juicy, and I like juicy strawberries, but this one has some woods in it. We've got plum, strawberry, there's also some apple blossom in here, but the dry down, it's sugary, it's a little earthy, and I love the earthy notes that are mixed in, as long as it's not like animalic notes, like smelling kind of foul. That's not what you get from this. There's amber and there's tonka bean in here too, and I love the dry down of this. This is like summer date night, happy hour. I mean, I could wear this to work as well, but it's a grown and sexy strawberry, and I think some people would really appreciate that. It's not a strawberry that I think, like when I think about my students, because they like to know what I'm wearing and smell things, they lean more to those juicier scents and coconut scents. I don't see them really liking this one a lot. I would be surprised, but it's nice. It's sweet, but it's not overly sweet, but it's summery. And I think you could definitely pair this with something to make this an all year round scent because of those woods in the base. I love like fruity, woody scents, and this is one, and it's sexy too. So I wanted to include this one from Phlur as well. Next, I want to talk about Valentino Born in Roma Green, I think it's Stravaganza, not Extravaganza. All right, I like this one. I took a chance and blind bought this one, just looking at the notes, and this one would be a great one to layer with Princess because we do have a tea note in here in the opening. In the mid, we've got jasmine, and in the base, we have vanilla. I do like the other Valentino Born in Romas. I don't like the yellow one, but I like the original. I like Coral Fantasy. I think there's an intense one, and I don't know if I like that one, but I think this one might be my favorite. I really like the tea note in here, and if you want something stronger than Princess, I think pairing these would really enhance the Princess fragrance. This one's just really beautiful, and it gives me that summer light and airy vibe. It's fresh while being creamy, so it takes it out of like the gourmand realm and puts it in more of a summer white floral fragrance family. And I love the tea note in here. This one's definitely a winner. I'm glad I took a chance on this. Actually, did I smell this in store? No, I think I took a chance on this just based on the notes, which, you know, that's Not something I like to do, but this one ended up being a winner. Next, I want to talk about 2 travels that I have from Imaginary Authors. Now, Imaginary Authors can be hit or miss. They are very niche. Like, they have a fragrance called Bull's Blood that I would not wish or spray on my worst. Well, actually, I would spray it on my worst enemy if I was trying to get them away from me, because that they would run away. They would run away from that. But In Love with Everything is not like that one. Now, if you don't like sweet fragrances, I would stay away. This one is super sweet. It's got a fruit punch vibe. There's some fruity notes in here. There's some raspberry. There is some palm sugar. There's a little bit of sandalwood, but I don't think the sandalwood is super strong in here. There's some citrus, but when I think about this one, it makes me think about fruit punch, like the smell of fruit punch. It's really different, and this one is strong. If you want something that's gonna last all day and give you that juicy, fruity vibe, this is the one here. And I love it. The full-size bottle has this roller skate on it. It just reminds me of something that's fun and playful and flirty and sweet. But if you don't like sweets, I would stay away from this one. I wouldn't really, I don't know. Let me see if they say that this is gourmand. No, they just say fruity, sweet, and citrus. I'm on for granted because just to double check what my original thoughts are on this. I love this one. I think this one is great. I'm not always in the mood for it, but this is the time of year where I want to wear these types of fragrances. So that's on the list. And then the other one, now this one's a little more subdued, is Yesterday Haze. Now Yesterday Haze is a bit more unisex. This one, I was wondering why I liked it so much. I didn't realize that this had a fig note in it, but now I smell it. I love fig and fragrance. That might be my 3rd favorite note, depending on how the fig is done. But in addition to the fig, we do have some whipped cream and woody notes. This one is really unisex. There is some iris in here, and there's some tonka bean and fruits, and there's also walnut, actually. But I love this one. This one's just, it's softer, and it's a fig fragrance without feeling like overly green, because fig can be really green. But I think with Father Figure from Phlur and Yesterday Haze, they found a way to do it in a creamier way that doesn't feel as green. I've said green like 20 times just now. I love Yesterday Haze. I had a bunch of samples from Imaginary Authors that I was trying out, and this was one of the standouts for me. It's chill. It's a chill summer vibe, something that you could wear to work. You could wear this anywhere, running errands to the store, and I think you could wear it out. But this is the one out of all of them that I feel is really unisex, and I think the other ones lean more feminine. I would say except for 4160 Tuesdays, I think this one is also very unisex. I don't see men using that scent though, so I would be curious about that one. That one's really different. All right, so those are my 2 from Imaginary Authors. Now we're gonna get to a Middle Eastern fragrance that I got from Amazon. I think it's from Paris Corner. It does say Aroma Concepts on it, but it's called Batikh. And this one is a sweet and juicy watermelon fragrance. I noticed that there are not a whole lot of watermelon fragrances like with the note of watermelon, and I think this one does it well. The most recent one I saw was Wave Child from room 1015, but right now, honestly, I'm trying to save my coins. This is on Amazon. You can get it on Prime, get it in a few days, and be on your merry way. Let me pull up the notes in here because there's more than watermelon in here. There's some apple and some fruits, but I don't really get any woody notes in this one. This one is just a real juicy fragrance. Actually, this is one of the ones that my students smelled, and they were like, that smells so good. And I was like, I totally agree. Yeah, this is like watermelon apple in one. That's exactly what this smells like. So this one also says it has some pear in here and tangerine, which I'm not getting, but the watermelon, apple, there's some rose, and in the base there's praline and musk. And even on the dry down, I didn't really get praline and musk. I'm not getting musk from this one at all, but I do really like it. And I like this better than Mood Ring from Phlur, just in case. I'm trying to think about like, where would I put this? This is like the watermelon syrup that you put in a snowball. That's how I would describe this one. It's juicy and it's really syrupy, but it's $32.99 as well. So, you know, I would take a chance on like some of these Middle Eastern fragrances. There are a lot that dupe these really expensive ones. There was one I wanted to put on here, but it's the Batikh, I call it Baddie, by Lattafa, and it's called Sublime. Dupe for Kayali Eating Juicy Apple, fraction of the price, and you get a huge bottle. So these Middle Eastern fragrances, I can see why they're going viral. So I wanted to include this. If you're looking for a watermelon fragrance, I think that this could be a winner for you. And it's cheap. The next one I have is from Mugler. This one seemed to be out of stock in a lot of places, but I was able to get the travel size of Angel Nova from Ulta. And I wanted to try it because I thought it was going to be a fruitier version of Angel, which it is. Angel, the original, is just love-hate with me. I had a sample and I was like, I don't know how I feel about it. Like sometimes I liked it and sometimes I didn't. But I like that this has the DNA of Angel, but it's fruity. I will put this in the same family as the Carolina Herrera Good Girls, like the Very Good Girl, which is the red one. I think that's the red one. And then there's a Very Good Girl Glam, which is like red with the sparkles. One of them has lychee in it, one of them has cherry. I will put this in that same house. There's the Angel DNA, and there's also notes of raspberry. There's notes of lychee. There's some rose in here, and then there's wood and benzoin in the base. I love this. It is just a beautiful, fruity floral. There's something really strong in there as well that just reminds me of Angel, but a fruity Angel. So I wanted to include that. I might wear this today. Yeah, it almost smells citrusy to me. But there's no citrus in here, but it almost smells like there's some orange or lemon in here. There's something sharp that I like. This one is longer lasting, fruity floral. I really like it. The rose in here is not super strong. I don't like a whole lot of rose in my fragrances, and I wouldn't pick out rose to be a note in here. But it's just sweet and juicy, but it's a little bit different. Again, in that same family with the two. Let me grab them. I think if you have either one of these Carolina Herreras, I think you could skip on Angel Nova. So these are very comparable. Next, I wanted to include Santal Vanille from the 7 Virtues. And I love this because this is another fresh take on a vanilla. It is a very comforting smell for me. As soon as I smelled it, it reminded me of when I walk into my son's school. It smells like that. And it also reminds me, there was this place downtown like that we used to go to here and there. And I was like, it smells like vanilla and sandalwood in here. And every time I think about Santal Vanille, I think about that place. That's exactly what this smells like. It is a very fresh vanilla that I think anybody could wear. I think some people would consider this to be a warmer fragrance, but there's some coconut milk in here that I think moves it into a summer vibe. There's vanilla, there's cedar, there's Madagascar sandalwood in here, and there's cacao. I love this. There's also some cardamom. I just think this is so beautiful and so fresh. So I wanted to include this one in my summer scents. Next, we have to talk about one of my newest fragrances. This one is by Ellis Brooklyn. This is Miami Nectar. I love this one because there is a tropical feel to this one. It's not a sunscreeny scent at all, even though it does have the coconut in there. But this one has coconut water. There is some pineapple in here, and I feel like this one does evolve on the skin a little bit. There are some white florals in here. And then the dry down is this kind of woody vanilla, but it's still tropical and sweet. I think this one is great. And this is my first like travel size from Ellis Brooklyn. I don't have any full sizes from them. I have a few samples. It just opens up with this beautiful blast of pineapple and evolves so nicely. I think this one's really safe. It's feminine for me. This is a really safe one. I don't think the coconut is strong in here at all. So if you're someone like my friend Jamie doesn't like coconut, I don't think the coconut water, I mean, it's very thin. It's not that thick and creamy coconut, but this gives you a tropical vibe without feeling sunscreeny or feeling like you're going to the beach, but it's definitely summer. This is summer date night. This is summer date day. This is summer at work. Where I won't be this summer is at work. This one's great. I love the pineapple in here. And I do feel like the pineapple does kind of move to the back of the fragrance. but it's still there. There's still this tropical scent profile with this one. I think that Ellis Brooklyn really did well with this one, and I do feel like there's some longevity to it. One of my favorite summer scents is by, and I always mess up how to pronounce this, Etat Libre d'Orange, and this is I Am Trash. And I know that's really off-putting, but I believe that all of the notes in here are made from the upcycle parts of the fruits. This is a fruity, woody scent once again, but let me tell you the fruits that are in here. This reminds me of a shampoo scent, but there's some woods in here that take it out of being like herbal essence shampooy. So we have some notes. I think there's more notes in here than what it's saying, because it's saying apple and rose, but then there's ISOE super and there's some woods in here. I thought there were more I thought there were more fruits in this one, but it's like apple shampoo, but you've got this woody dry down, but you still smell the apple. And I love this one. This is an apple perfume, but it's really fragrant. I think you would bypass this one if you didn't look at the notes, because there's some real crazy fragrances out here. But I Am Trash is really deceiving. It's beautiful. Again, if you like fruity, woody notes, I think if you like Strawberry Letter from Phlur, I think you could really like I Am Trash, because it gives you that juiciness, but it also gives you some woods in here too. And it's just really unique. It's a really unique talking point too. Like, oh, what do you have on? I Am Trash. All right, y'all, this is definitely on the list. We got 3 more to go. We're back to the current me. My next fragrance is the one and only Kayali Young Pistachio Gelato 33. My bottle is damaged because I be carrying this 100 ml, honey. I don't care. I did not know what to expect, but all the notes gave me the makings of the perfect fragrance for me. Pistachio gelato, hazelnut, sweet rum, whipped cream, marshmallow, and cotton candy. This is not your nutty gourmand pistachio. This is a smell I've never smelled before. It's so unique. I know for some people it was too many notes, but for me it was just the right amount of notes. It's whipped, it's creamy. You do have that pistachio note in here. And oh my gosh, this is just so beautiful. Now I will wear this in the wintertime because I just don't care. Like, that's how much I love this scent. I actually wore it to work today, so let me go ahead and I don't really get the like sweet rum, but like the whipped cream, the marshmallow, the cotton candy notes. This is just, it's a gourmand, but it's a fresher, a cleaner one. I remember seeing some people say that for them, it gave off more of a soapy vibe. I can see that. This is just so sweet and creamy. I love this one, and I will be wearing this summer a lot. Now, some of you may want to know where the rock, what was it called? The rock candy sugar one falls. I wanted to put that on here. I just haven't had as much experience with that one just yet. I will definitely be wearing that one this summer. And that one has that bubblegum note that is very nuanced in my collection. Actually, I don't think I have any fragrances that have a bubblegum note. I also think that that would pair really, really well with the Pistachio Gelato. This was one of my favorite releases of 2023. I don't have anything that I can think of that would compare with this. I just don't. Now, I did recently acquire the pear gelato, which that's another one I think will go really well with this one. So let me know your thoughts. But this one gives me the summer vibes, the vacation vibes. Oh my gosh, I love it. And it's really strong. I really love how strong this fragrance is. So yes to this baby right here. We got 2 more left. I just had to put my fan on. Like, I have an adrenaline rush right now. Now, the last 2 perfumes I have or fragrances are by Dua, and we have to talk about Fig and Vanilla. This has to be one of my favorite Fig fragrances, and it's currently out of stock. It's inspired by Feu de Bengal or Bengali by Les Quiendu. And the notes are almond, divana, fig, mandarin orange, tolu balsam, iris rose, vanilla, tonka bean, and musk. This is a fig scent that is not green. It's creamy. And because of the fig note in there, I think it takes this vanilla to a different level. It's more of like a ambery floral vanilla. I think this is one that really smells good in the summer months. I mean, I'm gonna find out because there's something in here. Actually, that smells, oh, there it is, mandarin. I was gonna say citrusy. So that's the mandarin orange that I smell. This is the first time I've actually noticed it. There's this almond and mandarin orange in the opening. And then you have this like fig, but there's just a little bit of the rose and vanilla in there. It's really interesting. And I think that if fig scents are green for you, this is another really good one to try, especially if you like vanilla. I would put this in the same house as like the amber vanilla from the 7 Virtues. I'm not sure what else I would put this with, but that's the one that comes to mind for me. But this one is a creamy figgy vanilla. It is really beautiful. I've not smelled the OG and I really don't feel like I need to at this point. But if you like vanillas and you want to wear one in the warmer months, I think that's gonna be a great one. I think this is an any time of day scent. And I think what I really like about it is that mandarin note in there. It really takes it to another level. This one has a great lasting power. The dry down is great. It's definitely one of my favorite ones from Dua, but it might be a favorite in my collection. I've been wearing it for a little bit and it's really nice. I don't have to use too much of it. So you see the dents, not much, but you don't have to use much. So wanted to mention fig and vanilla. And we have one more that's quickly becoming a favorite, and that is Paradise Leisure. Now, Paradise Leisure is inspired by Leisure in Paradise by Simone Andreoli, and I have not smelled that one just yet. But it's got coconut, vanilla, papaya, pineapple, and woods. Again, I love the fruit with the woods. This one is so great, and I don't feel like the coconut is too strong because too much coconut can be a bit overpowering for me. And I didn't notice that until recently because I had tried the fragrance Missy by Rosie Jane and I had to take it back. I'm like, that's all I can smell, and it was too much and I got tired of it. This one almost has that sunscreeny note, but it's not like what I did on my holidays. It's not like one of those vacation scents, you know, the one that does like after sun, and the other one, the one that smells just like sunscreen. But there is a sunscreen note in there. But then you do smell the pineapple and the sweetness of the papaya. Honestly, I don't really get too much woods in here. I mean, there's something kind of ambery there in the base, but I don't get woods. It's really almost like a very, very mild chlorine, coconut, but pineapple scent. But it's not like Miami Nectar either. It's softer than that. Okay. I love that. I've been wearing this one a lot since I purchased it. This is very new, but I'd love to smell the OG. So I might get a sample of that from Lucky Scent just to see how it compares. But you're talking about $33 versus probably $100 or more for a scent that is very long lasting. I think this one is great. They call this one a fruity floral gourmand, and that's exactly how it is. It's gourmand, but I don't want to eat my arm. You know, you have those scents where you want to eat your arm, like strawberry pound cake, stuff like that, like from Bath and Body Works, or ice lemon pound cake. It's not like that. There's something that stops it from going like that far off the deep end. There's something in there that's a teeny bit like Play-Doh-y, and I think that's the type of vanilla that's in here. I really love this. I love how subtle the pineapple is in here. I think pineapple is a great note in fragrances, especially these summertime ones, but I feel like oftentimes the pineapple is kind of fleeting, and I like that with these. And I even have Moonstone from Phlur, which I will talk about in my body sprays video, how that pineapple actually stays around. And I love that. I love that about some of these scents that are coming out this summer, or that I've been trying so far for the summer. So that's gonna be it. Let me know if you have any of these fragrances, or if there are any on my list that you wanna try. I hope that you can find something that you like in this video. I'm so excited to be wearing my fragrances to the pool this summer, because it's just not something I've thought about in the past since I've really gotten into fragrances. But yeah, I'm gonna be smelling good, y'all. Yep, smelling good right on outside. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Please make sure you check out my girl Aleisha. She is awesome. I cannot wait to see what fragrances she chose for this video, because I'm not quite familiar with her fragrance profile just yet. So I can't wait to see what she chose shows. I think it's going to be really interesting. And I just want to thank you all for visiting me. If you're here from Aleisha's channel and from my Fragrance Frizz family, thank you so much for being here. For my Beauty and the Frizz family, thank you so much for being here and taking a chance on me with some new content. I'm just really excited to be a part of this community, and I'm excited for you all to be here with me as well. So let me let y'all go. Send y'all on your way. Thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for another one today. I hope this was therapy for you. It always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you're being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I'm gonna see y'all next time. And make sure that when a bad day tries to have you, just know that you don't have to have it. You just don't have to have it. It may be trying, but you don't have to have it. Bye.